So guys, I'm here to talk about the 24mm Canon EFS lens. I purchased a GH5, and along with that I also purchased a speed booster so I can use my Canon lenses. Problem: some of the Canon lenses do not fit the speed booster. So what's my option? So basically sell the lens. I didn't want to because I used this lens on G7, Panasonic G7, not with this adapter but with a different adapter, and I thought it was a great lens. So there's no way I can fit this in here because on this lens there's this plastic sticking out which kind of gets stuck right inside, and it doesn't let it sit on the speed booster. So what's my best option? How can I fix this, right? So what I would do, I'll take a key, okay, and what I would do is I'm going to pry open this plastic. So this plastic here, okay, so what I do is I put this inside and I pry open, right? So I open this here, and if you say it exposes the electronics inside, right? But what's my option? Sell this for like $100 less and buy another one, 24 or 25, 24 or 20mm. I didn't want to do that. I just thought, hey, the plastic came out. Can I put this in the speed booster? Okay. So now if I try to put this inside, it goes perfectly inside. One of the problems that could come out of this is there's sometimes the dust particles sit inside, so you have to clean it up a little bit now and then. But other than that, it works perfectly fine on my G7. So I've got a G7 here, and basically put this inside. There you go. So it works perfectly fine. If you see this here, it works perfectly fine. I can even you can listen to the noise here coming out when it auto focuses. So that's my fix for this one, this particular lens. I have another lens. I had a similar situation that I thought I may have to sell it. That lens had a huge issue. Like in this, there's this plastic piece that I could take out. In that lens, there's no plastic piece. Like it's kind of, it is one with the body, which means that there is no piece that I can take out. So my option was to cut the lens. And so I thought if I go and sell it, I'll probably get $100, $150, and I pay another $100, $200, $300, $400 to get a lens like that, right? So that was my issue. So I'm going to show you how I fixed that lens, even though it's not perfect, and it fits the speed booster perfectly fine. It works for me. I mean, you have to be a little bit careful with that lens. So I don't recommend if you're not very, if you're not a handyman kind of guy who can cut it properly. I'm not a handyman, but I was very careful when I did this. It took about 15-20 minutes for me to cut that piece out. But after I cut that piece out, everything fit properly. So here's that lens, which is 55 to 250. So I have to use this lens one way or the other because this lens costed me probably $300, $400 and back in the day, and I didn't want to get rid of it. It has it's a nice lens for zoom, and if I have to replace this, then I have to pay a lot more money, and this is going to be a waste. So here's what I did. So if you take this cover out, you can see I actually this with a B-roll, but the whole point is that there's this piece here. So if you see this piece, you see on the top, I had to kind of cut this off with a knife. I had to be very careful because these contacts here for the for the speed booster, I wanted to make sure that these don't get damaged in any ways. So I did it and I actually tested it. It works perfectly fine. I'm going to show it to you on my G7. So here's my lens, and it goes perfectly fine. And on the speed booster, and now I can basically do a, you can see it's already working to autofocus. Okay. All right, so the third issue I had after I bought my GH5 is autofocus. Not so much autofocus. Autofocus is an issue with the GH5, but the issue was with this zoom lens. Once I hit the zoom, and this many people have actually reported it to be an issue with the Sigma 18 to 35, I guess. And once you zoom, it kind of it freezes. That was an issue. I actually fixed that issue by updating the firmware. There was a firmware update in April, and that has fixed the issue with this lens and the speed booster on a GH5. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and hoping to help you in my way from transitioning from a Canon lens to a fit to a Panasonic GH5 body, or any other lens. If I come across, I will make sure that I put it up if whatever I find. So alright guys, so enjoy your GH5. This is a great camera, and I have seen great reviews. Autofocus is an issue, but other than that, this is a great camera. I personally myself, I did not want to lose out on GH5 just because of autofocus, because of the quality. And I'm going to be doing a review on GH5 with all the things I liked about the camera that I think are great for somebody who is starting out in filmmaking, or anything that they want to do with respect to videos, YouTube, or any other place that they are planning to work on, or any other places they are thinking to apply themselves. And so anyways, so enjoy your GH5. I will bring out my review of GH5 very soon. Thank you very much.